It's my great pleasure to introduce to you today second NMMA Hall of Fame inductee, Bob Long. Over the course of an outstanding, influential career, his dedication to the industry epitomizes the meaning of this award. Bob has shown drive, commitment, a career filled with contributions to the marine industry. Bob's long career started when he earned a BS in engineering and an MBA. He worked briefly in the aerospace industry, and then in 1969 joined Starcraft Marine as manager of manufacturing engineering, where he quickly became the VP at age of 20. Shortly thereafter, he moved to AMF Crestliner in Little Falls, Minnesota, under the leadership of Leon Slippers. While at Crestliner, Bob instilled a new level of pride throughout the organization, as well as specifically improving manufacturing and marketing so that Crestliner products were sought after for value, aesthetics, and reliability. As a result, the AMF Crestliner division enjoyed historic highs in both revenue and pre-tax profits. This while the rest of the industry was economically depressed. His leadership earned Bob AMF's highest merit award, awarded over 47 other AMF companies. In 1976, Bob moved his family to Sarasota, Florida, and joined Wellcraft as the president. In his 18 years with Wellcraft, the company became one of the top boat manufacturers in the country, winning 7 Boat of the Year awards in the 1980s. Bob was also named Man of the Decade in 1990 by Powerboat magazine. While with Wellcraft, Bob also became deeply involved and had great success with offshore boat racing, winning the National Offshore Championship with Don Johnson as the driver. It was during this time period that Bob became involved in the creation of the NMMA and joined the first board of the organization. That's Bob second, young guy over there. Bob served on the board of the NMMA from 1980 to 1987 while serving as vice president of the NMMA and many subcommittees during that same time period. Bob has always fought tirelessly to help the boating industry overcome many of the economic taxes and pressures placed on it by the federal government. One of his greatest successes was his role in seeing the repeal of the luxury tax that was crushing the boating industry. Through his work as chairman of the Florida division of that committee, Bob greatly contributed to the final success of the repeal of that tax, which then allowed the boating industry to get back on its feet. In 1993, Bob purchased Marine Concepts in Cape Coral, Florida. He took a small composite tooling company and made it what it is today. A national company known for its design, engineering, tooling precisions, and expertise. With the purchase of the old Wellcraft plant in Sarasota in 2012, the company has grown to 2 locations with over 220 employees and customers all over the world. Bob has continued to be very involved politically and in his local community. In 2015, he was awarded the Ambassador's Award from Florida Governor Rick Scott for his contribution to job growth in the state of Florida. Marine Concepts has added over 145 jobs in the state since 2012 and continues to add employees weekly. Bobby has always been grateful and appreciative of the support of his loving wife, Karen, and the family that they have built, some of which are here. He has also recognized that without the dedicated employees who have been by his side throughout his career, he would never accomplish so much. Bob Long is a distinctive individual with a long track record of success built on the foundation of a strong work ethic, a belief in providing quality products, and running a business where employees are thought of as the pillars of the company and appreciated and respected for that. In recognition of his long life accomplishments and contributions to the marine industry, it is my pleasure to present to you Bob Long, NMMA Hall of Fame inductee.
Good morning. Thank you, Matt. Matt's been our president of the company for the last 10 years. He's doing a terrific job. He also helped put together this nomination. It's a good help, and it was a complete surprise to me. So I thank you, Matt, and I thank Tom Henry, and Joe Maxwell, who was the chairman of the board, and the board for this nomination. It is quite an honor. Quite an honor. If it was black, you couldn't even move it. You couldn't even fork it and take it home. There's so many good people in this industry, and they feel very privileged and honored to be selected by the NMMA. The NMMA in the voting industry has been my life. I was on the first board of directors, as you saw, decades ago, with some other great people with whom I'm still friends. We worked hard, and we did a lot of good for the industry. We stopped the proposal by the government to ban voting on weekends, and you probably don't remember that. We tried to ban voting on weekends during the gas shortage. We succeeded in getting the election tax repealed. We fought for our industry on speed limit issues and the many unrealistic regulations attempted to be passed by our government. And we had good successes of those. But we also had fun. We had a lot of fun. And I'll stop there because my kids are here. 3 of our children work for us at Marine Concepts. John Long, Kevin Long, my son-in-law, Chris Ferguson. My wife, Karen, many of you know, of 50 years, couldn't be here today. She had a pre-planned trip to Rome, Italy. She's in Rome. To see the Pope, believe it or not. And I don't think she went over there to get the blessing and hear advice from the Pope. I believe she went over to give the Pope advice before she went to hear advice. She's been a wonderful wife. She followed me wherever I went, wherever the industry took me. And through our travels, made great friends. We moved a lot. She followed me from St. Louis, Goshen, Indiana, Little Falls, Minnesota, Cape Coral, Florida, and Sarasota. And believe it or not, we had a child in each of those cities. So we quit moving. We now have 26 in our family. You saw the pirate picture up there for Disney. And with the spouses and grandchildren. And during all these years, we made so many great friends. And many still are. A good example is when I lost my job in Lovecraft, and I bought Marine Concepts from people being over. It's actually here today. Our good friends stepped up immediately to support us. And one of the first ones, believe it or not, was Hamburger. He's a great man. You know, we passed away this summer. And then people like Buck Page and Chaparral, Pax St. Clair, Cobalt, Slim Somerville, U.S. Marine, and Eddie Smith, or Grady White. They're all still very good friends. So as you can see, I love this industry. And I want to thank all of our customers and vendors. Many of you are here today. I know many of you. At least I knew your fathers, maybe your grandfathers. But I thank all of you for your loyalty and friendship. And last but not least, our employees, some of the best people in the world. I just wish they could be here today to join us and be part of this. They did the work, and I did the glory. Now, in closing, I'd just like to encourage you all a couple of things. One, take care of your people, treat everybody the same. And secondly, get involved in the industry and the associations. Join the associations, get active on the committees, and really participate. And along the way, you're going to make some of the best friends you can find anywhere in the world. So thank you all again, and thank you NMMA for this nomination. So with that, I say thank you and have a good show.